Ladies and gentlemen, I have been watching highlights. I have been listening to the beat reporters. I have been doing all this stuff talking about the Reese's Senior Bowl, and here's what I am confident in. The Detroit Lions are not picking until, pick 29 in the first round, and I am as confident that they can find just a stud player at that position as I am at number 10 to 20. There is going to be a ton of talent that drops in this class, and we have learned that our man, Brad Holmes, knows absolutely how to find it. So in this video, we are going to be talking about some of the talent that can be coming off the board. I've got 4 players for you in the first round, and then I'm going to end it with a little sneak peek because I'm going to probably do another video on him sometime with an individual breakdown about a wide receiver that could be a second or third round pick. But let's start right here. The first one is Quin Yan Mitchell. He is a cornerback out of Toledo. This guy has been nuts this year, and he went absolutely off. He went off in this Reese's Senior Bowl. He played so well, and you can see here PFF grades are all good. Look at the amount of defensive snaps this guy's playing. 883 last year, 781 this year. In that time, he has given up less than 600 yards. In the last 2 years combined, I understand it's in the MAC. I get it, but some teams like to sling it in the MAC. All right? He has given up a total of 54 catches, and this is on 132 targets. Now, by the way, I'm doing all this math on the fly, so come on. I don't know. Anyways, we're not here for that. But and he's given up average passer ratings of 34.8 and 51.1. I was watching highlights last year of those 5 interceptions. 4 of them were in one game. 4 interceptions in one game. So that's the one part about his game that it kind of leaves to be desired. But here's the thing about Quin Yan Mitchell. He's going to test well. I don't know if he's still going to be there at 29. I think he's going to be the darling of the cornerback class of this role, so he might be a top 10 guy. Otherwise, I'd spend more time there. Another guy that's honestly acting like he's going to be there is Tristan Sweat. He's the nose tackle out of Texas. All right? He's a big boy. All right, he is a big boy. He's measured anywhere from the mid 300s to the mid 340s to the mid 360s. We'll see if he weighs in at the actual combine. But when you look at this guy, this past year, he was completely dominant. All right, and what I love about this is as a guy who weighs 362 pounds, he had 26 QB hurries. That is what we need on this team. A guy who is immovable, that is going to push the pocket toward the quarterback. He's not going to disappear in pass rush, but he's going to take certain things. So if you get a guy like Quin Yan Mitchell, more often than not, you are going to need to double team him, especially on run plays, because I don't know. I said Tristan Sweat. Did I say Quin Yan? I'm sorry, Quin Yan Mitchell, Tristan Sweat. All right, if you get a guy like Tristan Sweat, you are going to have to double team him, especially in the run game. That leaves McNeil open to one-on-ones. Same in the pass game. You got to double one of them, and he can hold his own. I understand that he's really big. He's not going to be running quarterbacks down necessarily, but he's there. Those are the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But there are also 2 players on the offensive side of the ball. And the first one that I want to talk about is Jackson Powers Johnson. This guy is out of Oregon, and I am just absolutely flabbergasted. I am amazed at what he does. And watching film on the one-on-one drills, which is set up for offensive linemen to be embarrassed, he was dominant. All right, I want you to understand something. No team passed the ball, not no team, but barely anybody passed the ball more than Oregon this year. On 497, almost 500 snaps, 0 sacks given up. That's not the miracle. All right? A lot of centers give up 0 sacks. 1 hurry? He was only credited with giving up 1 hurry. And I know what you might be thinking, like defense. Okay. Jonah Jackson, we might not resign. For a guy like this to come in, and then Frank Ragnow has been banged up, he's been hurt. So if you can run out a lineup with Decker, Powers Johnson, Ragnow, Glasgow, and then Sewell, and either one of these guys can come in and play center, and if Ragnow's body continues to deteriorate, which I don't want it to, this could be the center of the future for this team. He is a remarkable talent. A remarkable talent. And to only give up one hurry, like you want to talk about Jared Goff, this is the kind of guys you need to draft to get him. Also, what if I told you this one? What if I told you, hey, the Lions had $66 million in open cap space, so they went out and they signed a number one corner and they signed an edge rusher in free agency. They went out and spent $40 million on those two. What if I told you that? Would you still be screaming defense? Or would you be saying, actually, I'm kind of okay with where our defense is at, so we can go shore up the offensive line so we don't have to spend more money on Jonah Jackson? All right? And if that's where your mind's at, I got another player for you that could be available. This is from a smaller school, Christian Haye. All right? 6'2", 313. He is a guard. All right? He is a guard, and he's a very good, well-rounded guard. But he's given up 10 hurries this year. All right? 1 hit, 1 sack. Not a lot. That's on 438 pass block snaps. All right? This is a guy that we know a little bit less on. Film still doesn't lie on who this player is. And then the last player that I want you to keep just a little bit of an eye on. All right? We'll go back. And it is Roman Wilson, the wide receiver out of Michigan. Roman Wilson, I like to call him Amon-Ra St. Brown light. I have been watching this guy at the University of Michigan. You see the Michigan helmet. There it is. All right, back there. And you see the Hutch jersey, right? I love Hutch. We just got that, by the way. All right, hold on. Let me make this big. We got, don't worry, I'm going to put it up, but we're making sure we got it in the right spot, okay? That's a signed Hutch jersey. There's a reason I went with Hutch. It's not just my love for Hutchinson. It's not just my love for the Lions. It's because I'm a Michigan guy, too. All right, so State fans, don't turn this off. I'm sorry. We can all love the Lions. We can all love him. But I've been watching Roman Wilson, and pound for pound, he's unreal. His routes are clean. He's faster than St. Brown. His hands are remarkable. All right, so if you could bring him in, he could kind of play at a higher level, I think, that Khalif Raymond role. I really do think so. He could come in and he could play it well. He's only 5'10 and a half, but I think he could play outside receiver as well. He just has it. All right. I understand that, but like just adding that more speed to this offense, just another reliable pass catcher of the football. This is your guy. I can do more on him, but I mean, like those are 5 guys that are all going to be available. Well, they're not all going to be available, but some of them are. I would be happy with any of them. All right, I'm not saying take Roman Wilson in the first round. If they did, I wouldn't be that upset. But 5 guys. Look at that talent. I think so often we think to ourselves, oh man, we've been so used to picking early in the first round that like we're so excited about the talent there. There is talent throughout the entire first round. Brad Holmes has proven there's talent throughout the entire draft. But there are locks to be good players even late in the draft. All right, hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. See ya.